The marble echoes before the footsteps do. Bastien keeps his eyes down, counting tiles. White, black, white, black. 43 squares from the service entrance to the west corridor. He memorized it his first day. Patterns keep you invisible. The estate manager walks 3 paces ahead, heels clicking sharp against stone. She doesn't look back. She never does. Staff like him aren't supposed to need supervision, just direction. "You'll handle the upper sitting room tonight," she says. "Charity event. High profile. Touch nothing that isn't trash." Bastien nods, though she can't see it. His uniform smells like industrial starch and someone else's sweat. They rotate cleaners every week here. No names. No familiarity. Just hands that work and mouths that don't. The air changes as they climb the stairs. Cooler. Cleaner. It smells like lemon polish and something floral he can't name. His own scent, Omega, suppressed by pills that make his stomach cramp, stays buried under cheap soap. They stop at double doors trimmed in gold. 2 hours, the manager says. Be invisible. She leaves. Bastien pushes the door open. The room sprawls before him. Vaulted ceilings, chandeliers dripping crystal, windows tall enough to frame the city skyline. People cluster in groups of 3 or 4, holding wine glasses that catch the light. Their laughter sounds rehearsed. He moves along the perimeter, emptying ashtrays that no one used, straightening napkins that didn't need it. This is the job. Exist without existing. Then he sees the boy. Hi viewers, kindly tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Small frame, maybe 7 or 8. Sits rigid in a wheelchair near the fireplace. Hands folded in his lap like he's been posed. His suit looks expensive, tailored, but it hangs wrong on his thin shoulders. The boy stares at the floor, jaw tight. No one talks to him. Bastien has cleaned 14 estates in 6 months. He's learned to read the architecture of wealth. Who matters? Who decorates? Who gets forgotten while still in the room? A woman in a white fur stole leans close to the boy, smiling for a photographer. Her hand rests on the child's shoulder. From across the room, it looks gentle. Bastien sees the fingers dig in. The boy's breath hitches. His knuckles go pale. The woman's smile never changes. Flash, click. She straightens, adjusts her necklace, and walks away. The boy stays frozen. No one notices. Bastien's hands tighten around the tray he's holding. He knows that stillness, the kind that comes after sound stops working, after fight dies. Someone bumps his shoulder. Refills. A server hisses, shoving past with an empty tray. Bastien blinks, moves. He collects discarded glasses, keeps his face blank. But his eyes track back to the boy every 7 seconds. The child hasn't moved. A man appears beside the wheelchair, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a suit that costs more than Bastien makes in a year. His presence shifts the room. Conversations pause. People angle toward him like sunflowers. Aurelian Kade. Bastien heard the name twice during his briefing. Syndicate leadership. Political donations. Untouchable in every sense that matters. The alpha rests a hand on the boy's head. Gentle. Distant. His attention is already elsewhere. Tracking a donor across the room, nodding at someone's joke. The boy doesn't look up. Bastien watches the man's hand slide away. Watches him step toward a group near the bar. Watches the boy's shoulders drop half an inch, like a string went slack. Love that doesn't see isn't love. The thought arrives cold and certain. Bastien moves to collect a napkin near the wheelchair. Kneels. Reaches. The boy flinches. Bastien freezes. Their eyes meet for 1 second. The child's gaze is dark, hollowed out. Old in a way that makes Bastien's chest hurt. He picks up the napkin slowly. Stands. Walks away. But he feels it, the weight of that look. The recognition. The woman in the fur stole returns. She crouches beside the wheelchair, face level with the boy's, voice low enough that the crowd can't hear. Bastien can't either. But he sees the boy's hands start to shake. Across the room someone laughs. A wine glass clinks. The pianist starts another song. Bastien's fingers tighten around the tray until his knuckles ache. He's been invisible his whole life, survived by staying small, staying quiet, staying useful. He knows what happens when omegas step out of place. But the boy's hands are still shaking. The woman straightens, smooths her dress, and rejoins the crowd. Bastien counts his breaths. For in, for out. Then the boy looks at him again. And this time, just barely, the child's head turns toward the hallway behind him. Toward the shadows where no guests go, where no cameras point. What happens in the places no one's watching. The wine hits the floor at 9:47 p.m. Bastien is folding linen napkins in the corner when it happens. Red spreads across white marble fast, arterial. Guests gasp. The pianist stops mid-chord. Maribel Huxley, the woman in the white fur, stumbles backward, hand pressed to her chest. Her face twists, shock, horror, perfect distress. "He startled me," she says, voice rising. "I was just trying to help him sit up straighter." The boy, Teo, someone whispers, is slumped forward in his wheelchair. His thin shoulders heave. No sound comes out, but Bastien sees his mouth open, sees the silent shape of pain. Blood wells from Teo's lip where he bit through skin. Aurelian Kade crosses the room in 4 strides. He lifts his son's chin, checking for damage, but his eyes stay on Maribel. "What happened?" "I don't know." Her voice breaks beautifully. "He jerked forward and knocked my arm. I tried to catch him." 2 guests nod. Another murmurs agreement. They saw it from across the room. Just an accident, just a clumsy moment, no harm intended. Bastien saw what they didn't. He was 3 feet away, angled behind a potted fern. Saw Maribel's fingers hook under Teo's collar. Saw her twist the fabric tight enough to cut off air. Saw the boy's hands claw at his throat before she let go and spilled her own wine. No one else was close enough. Aurelian helps Teo sit upright. His hands are careful, concerned. He wipes the blood with a napkin, checks his son's breathing, adjusts the wheelchair brake. "You're okay," he says quietly. "Just an accident." Teo doesn't respond. His eyes fix on the floor. Maribel dabs at her dress with a cloth napkin. "I feel terrible. He must have been uncomfortable." A guest brings her a fresh glass of wine. Another pats her shoulder. The violinist starts playing again, softer, soothing. The party resets. Bastien watches Aurelian's hand rest on Teo's back. Watches him scan the room for something else that needs his attention. Watches him lean down, murmur something to the boy, and then step away to greet a councilman near the door. Teo is alone again. Maribel glances at the boy, just once. Her smile is thin and private. Bastien picks up the shards of broken glass. His hands don't shake. He's good at this, cleaning up what people don't want to see. A server appears with a mop. "You get the glass." "I'll handle the floor." Bastien nods. He kneels, placing each piece into a bin. His knees press against cold marble. From this angle, he can see under the wheelchair. Bruises. Dark purple shadows on Teo's ankles where fabric rides up. Fresh ones. Bastien's throat tightens. He picks up the last shard, stands, and carries the bin toward the service hall. Before he turns the corner, he looks back. Maribel is crouched beside Teo again. Her hand rests on his knee. Her mouth moves. Soft words, gentle cadence. To anyone watching, it looks like comfort. But Teo's entire body goes rigid. Bastien forces himself to turn away. In the service hall, the noise fades. He dumps the glass into a disposal bin and leans against the wall. His pulse hammers in his ears. He's seen cruelty before, grew up with it. Foster systems teach you early violence doesn't always shout. Sometimes it smiles. But this is different. This is organized. He thinks about Aurelian's careful hands. The way the man checked his son's breathing but didn't ask what happened. The way he believed the explanation without question. Belief is easier than investigation. Bastien exhales slowly. He needs to get back before someone notices his absence. Invisible workers don't linger in hallways. When he returns, the party is winding down. Guests drift toward the exit. Aurelian stands near the door, shaking hands, accepting compliments. Maribel loops her arm through his, radiant under chandelier light. Teo is gone. Bastien scans the room. The wheelchair sits empty near the fireplace. He moves toward it, casual, adjusting a chair as he passes. On the side table sits a leather binder, open, half hidden under a program. Medical log. Bastien's eyes flick toward the door. No one's looking. He shifts closer, pretends to collect a forgotten wine glass. The page lists dates and injuries. Mobility incident. Fall during transfer. Adverse reaction to evening sedative. Each entry is signed by Dr. L. Cordero. Each one notes Maribel Huxley present during treatment. The handwriting is neat, professional, unquestioning. Bastien memorizes 3 dates. His memory is sharp, has to be when you don't get second chances. He straightens, steps back, and nearly collides with someone. Aurelian. The alpha's eyes narrow slightly. Not angry, curious. "You're new," he says. It's not a question. Bastien keeps his face blank. "Yes, sir. Started last week." "You work quietly. That's the job." Aurelian's gaze holds for 2 seconds longer than comfortable. Then he nods and moves past, rejoining Maribel near the exit. Bastien's heart doesn't slow until he's back in the service hall. At 11 p.m., the estate goes dark. Staff trickles out through the basement exit. Bastien pulls on his jacket and steps into the cold. His phone buzzes. A text from the staffing agency. Assignment extended. 2 more weeks. Same location. He stares at the message. 2 more weeks watching. 2 more weeks of silence. He thinks about Teo's hollow eyes. About bruises hidden under expensive clothes. About a father who loved his son enough to wipe blood away but not enough to ask why it was there. Bastien deletes the text and starts walking. 3 blocks away he stops. Pulls out his phone again. He doesn't know what he's looking for yet. But he opens a notes app and types 3 dates. Then he adds a name. Dr. L. Cordero. Who signs off on suffering when no one's counting. Bastien isn't supposed to be in the East Wing. The assignment sheet said West Corridor, reception halls, guest bathrooms, nothing private. But at 6 a.m., the estate is still sleeping and he followed the sound of water running. Now he's standing outside a bathroom door that didn't close all the way. He should leave. He knows this. Instead, he hears a splash. A quiet, pained sound. His hand pushes the door open before he decides to. Aurelian Kade stands at the sink, shirtless, running water over a cut on his forearm. Blood spirals down the drain. His jaw is tight, shoulders tense. Their eyes meet in the mirror. For 3 seconds, neither of them moves. Then Aurelian shuts off the water. "You're early. I heard." Bastien stops. Starts again. "I thought someone needed help." "I don't." The words aren't harsh, just factual. Bastien should apologize, back out, disappear the way he's trained to, but his eyes catch on the cut. It's clean, deliberate, the kind that comes from broken glass held wrong, or held on purpose. Aurelian follows his gaze. Something shifts in his expression, not embarrassment, resignation. "I dropped a glass," he says. Bastien doesn't respond. "You don't believe me. Doesn't matter what I believe." Aurelian exhales slowly. He reaches for a towel, presses it against the wound. "You're the one who kneels when you work. Observant, quiet. That's the job. Most cleaners don't notice anything." Bastien keeps his face neutral. "I clean what's there." "And what do you see?" The question hangs between them. Dangerous, loaded. Bastien should deflect, should leave. Instead he says, "I see someone who looks tired." Aurelian's mouth twitches. Not quite a smile. Diplomatic answer. True answer. The alpha sets the towel down. Blood seeps through white cotton. He doesn't seem to notice. "My son," Aurelian says quietly. "You were near him last night, during the incident." Bastien's pulse spikes. He keeps his voice even. "I was clearing tables. Did you see what happened? This is the moment. The choice. Tell the truth and risk everything. Stay silent and let it continue. Bastien thinks about Theo's bruised ankles, about the medical log, about Maribel's fingers digging into small shoulders. I saw him get startled, he says carefully. I saw wine spill. That's all. That's what everyone saw. Aurelian studies him. His eyes are dark gray, sharp in a way that makes Bastien feel exposed. You're good at this, the Alpha says. At what? Saying nothing while saying everything. Bastien doesn't respond. Aurelian wraps his forearm properly, securing the bandage with practiced efficiency. I trust my fiancée. She's been with Theo since his mother died. She understands his needs. Yes, sir. She's trained in pediatric care. Certified. The medical team reports to her. I'm sure they do. You think I'm trying to convince you or myself? The question comes out bitter, self-aware. Bastien meets his eyes. I think you're trying to believe the system works. Aurelian goes still. They stand in silence. Water drips from the faucet. Somewhere downstairs, a door closes. I have enemies, Aurelian says finally. People who want to see me fail, who'd use anything, anyone to do it. I can't afford to doubt the people I've vetted, even if doubt is earned, especially then. Bastien understands. He's lived inside systems his whole life, knows how they protect themselves, how questioning one piece means the whole structure might collapse. Easier to trust, safer to believe. Your son flinched when I reached for a napkin, Bastien says quietly. Aurelian's jaw tightens. He's been through trauma. His condition. I know what trauma looks like. The words come out sharper than intended. Aurelian's eyes narrow. You speak out of turn. You asked what I saw. I asked about last night. I answered about last night. They stare at each other. The air feels compressed. Then Aurelian laughs, short, humorless. You're either very brave or very stupid. Neither. Just temporary. What does that mean? I rotate out in 2 weeks. What I think won't matter after that. Aurelian considers this. And if I had you removed today, you'd confirm what I already know. Which is that people who tell the truth don't last long in places like this. The Alpha's expression shifts. Something almost like respect crosses his face. I could make your life very difficult, he says. You could. But you're not afraid. I've had difficult before. Aurelian picks up his shirt, slides it on slowly. He winces when the fabric touches his forearm. My son is safe, he says. I make sure of it. By delegating. By trusting qualified people. Trust is a luxury. What would you have me do? Monitor every moment? I run an empire. I can't. He stops, shakes his head. I don't need to explain myself to staff. No, sir. But the explanation came anyway. Aurelian buttons his shirt. You'll finish your rotation. You'll say nothing about this conversation. Yes, sir. And if you see something that concerns you regarding my son's care, you report it through proper channels. Medical team. Estate management. Not to me directly. Bastien nods. Aurelian moves toward the door. Stops. Doesn't turn around. The system works, he says quietly. It has to. Then he leaves. Bastien stands alone in the bathroom. His hands are shaking now, delayed adrenaline. He looks at the sink. Blood still stains the porcelain. He cleans it. What happens when the person in power is the one who needs saving? The rotation schedule is taped inside the service entrance. Bastien studies it during his 15-minute break. Names change every 7 days. Locations shift. No one works the same wing twice in a row. Designed for efficiency. Built for erasure. He's been tracking the pattern for 9 days now. 3 cleaners before him worked the upper sitting room. None lasted more than 2 rotations. The notes in their personnel files, he saw them when the manager left her office unlocked, said, position eliminated, or contract fulfilled. No explanations. Bastien sips lukewarm coffee and watches the hallway. At 2 p.m., the medical team arrives. He's memorized their schedule too. Tuesday and Thursday, Dr. Cordero leads. 2 nurses follow. They stay for 90 minutes. He finishes his coffee and heads to the supply closet on the 2nd floor. He shares a wall with Teo's room. Sound carries through old estates, especially when the vents connect. Bastien stocks cleaning solutions he doesn't need. Arranges bottles slowly. Through the vent he hears voices. Vitals are stable. Dr. Cordero, calm, clinical. He's been agitated at night. Maribel, concerned, practiced. We can adjust the evening sedative. Will it make him more comfortable? It will help him sleep. A pause. Papers shuffling. The bruising on his legs. Dr. Cordero says. You mentioned a transfer incident? Yes, last week. He shifted during the lift and his ankle caught the wheelchair frame. It's consistent with positional injury. I felt terrible, but he's so fragile. You're doing everything right. These things happen with limited mobility. Bastien's hands tighten around a spray bottle. I worry I'm not enough, Maribel says softly. Aurelian works so much. Teo needs consistency. You provide that. The logs show excellent care. The logs. Every incident documented. Every medication recorded. It's textbook management. I just want him safe. He is. You're ensuring that. Footsteps. A door closing. Bastien stands motionless. Textbook management. He thinks about the dates in the medical log. The language. Mobility incident. Transfer error. Adverse reaction. All of it documented. All of it approved. That night he waits until the estate goes dark. Then he walks 12 blocks to a 24-hour library. The computers are slow but free. He searches Dr. L. Cordero, licensed pediatric specialist. 15 years experience. Private practice serving high-net-worth families. Impeccable credentials. No complaints. No disciplinary actions. Bastien scrolls deeper. Finds a medical journal article published 3 years ago. Managing complex pediatric cases in home settings. A framework for documentation. He reads it twice. The language matches the medical log exactly. The framework for recording incidents. The terminology. It's not negligence. It's infrastructure. He searches Maribel Huxley next. Certified pediatric care specialist. Worked with 4 families before the Kades. References glowing. One mention in a society column about her devotion to vulnerable children. He finds a photo from 2 years ago. She's smiling beside a different child. Different family. The caption reads, Huxley transitions to new position after family relocates overseas. Bastien clicks through archived articles. Finds the family's name. Searches them. The parents separated 8 months after Maribel left. Custody dispute. Sealed records. He tries 3 more searches. Finds nothing public. But the pattern is there. Families. Transitions. Silence. At 3 a.m., he walks back to his apartment. It's a studio above a laundromat. Temporary housing provided by the staffing agency. The walls are thin. Someone's TV plays through the night. He sits on the floor and opens his phone. Scrolls through the photos he took of the medical log when no one was looking. He shouldn't have them. Could lose his job. Could face legal action. But he has them. He counts the incidents. 12 in 8 months. All minor. All explained. All signed off by Dr. Cordero. None of them flagged. Because the system doesn't flag what it's designed to accommodate. Bastien thinks about Aurelian's words. I trust qualified people. The alpha wasn't lying. He did trust them. That was the problem. At 6 a.m. his phone buzzes. Work assignment. East Wing. Deep clean. He showers. Dresses. Takes the bus back to the estate. The sun is rising when he arrives. The gate guard waves him through without checking ID. He's been here long enough to become invisible again. Inside, the estate is waking. Staff moves through hallways like blood through veins. Everyone has a function. Everyone has a place. Bastien finds the supply cart. Checks the list. East Wing includes Teo's room. He rolls the cart slowly. giving himself time to think. When he reaches the door, it's slightly open. He knocks, waits. "Come in." Maribel's voice. Bastien pushes the door wider. The room is large, painted soft blue. Medical equipment lines one wall, monitors, oxygen, a hospital bed modified with rails. Teo sits in his wheelchair by the window, staring at the garden below. Maribel stands near the dresser, folding clothes. She smiles when she sees him. "You're the new cleaner." "Yes, ma'am. Teo and I were just discussing his physical therapy schedule. Weren't we, sweetheart?" The boy doesn't respond. Maribel's smile tightens. "He's having a quiet morning." Bastien nods. He starts wiping down surfaces, keeping his movements routine. "You're very thorough," Maribel says. "Thank you. Most cleaners rush through this room. I appreciate the care." He doesn't respond, just continues working. Maribel moves closer to Teo, rests her hand on his shoulder. "We're lucky to have such attentive staff, aren't we?" Her fingers press down. Teo's breath catches. Bastien's hand stills on the dresser. He forces himself to keep moving. "I'll be downstairs if you need anything," Maribel says. She squeezes Teo's shoulder once more. Quick, firm, and leaves. The door clicks shut. Bastien finishes wiping the dresser. Moves to the bookshelf. "You don't have to pretend," Teo says quietly. Bastien turns. The boy is looking at him now. Those dark, hollowed-out eyes. "I saw you watching," Teo continues. "At the party." Bastien kneels slowly. "Eye level. I clean rooms. That's all." "You counted." "Counted what?" "How many times she touched me." "I saw your eyes." "You counted." Bastien's chest tightens. "I should finish." 7, Teo says. "She did it 7 times. You knew that." Silence stretches between them. "Why don't you tell your father?" Bastien asks quietly. "I did. Once." Teo looks back at the window. He asked Dr. Cordero. She showed him the logs. Everything was documented. Everything had an explanation. So he believed her. He believes the system. The words echo Bastien's own thoughts. "She's smart," Teo says. "She never does it where cameras point. Never leaves marks that last. And when she does..." He touches his ankle where the bruise was. "It's already in the log before anyone sees it. Someone should." "Should what?" Teo's voice cracks. "Tell who? Everyone already knows. They just call it something else." Bastien opens his mouth. Closes it. "You'll rotate out soon," Teo says. "They all do. And then someone new comes. And the counting starts over." "I could report." "To who? Dr. Cordero? The estate manager?" "They're all part of it." The boy's hands grip the wheelchair arms. "My dad loves me. I know he does. But he loves me from meetings. From overseas calls. From signing checks. That's not fair." Teo laughs. "It sounds wrong coming from a child. Nothing about this is fair. But it's legal. Documented. Approved." Bastien stands slowly. He looks at the medical equipment, the careful organization, the expensive care. All of it designed to help. All of it weaponized. "I have 4 more days," he says. "Then I rotate out." "I know. What if..." Bastien stops. Starts again. "What if something happened before then?" Teo meets his eyes. "Like what?" "I don't know yet. You can't fix this. No one can." "Maybe not. But I can document what I see." "And then what? Send it somewhere? They'll call it disgruntled staff. They'll say you're lying." Bastien knows he's right. But he also knows silence guarantees nothing changes. "Let me think," he says. Teo nods slowly. Bastien finishes cleaning. When he leaves, he doesn't look back. In the hallway, he pulls out his phone. Opens his photos. Adds a new note. System protects itself. Everyone complicit. Needs external pressure. He doesn't know what that means yet, but he has 4 days to figure it out. When everyone agrees to look away, who's left to see? The email sends at 11:47 p.m. Bastien sits in the library, fingers hovering over the keyboard. The cursor blinks inside the subject line. Urgent. Child welfare concern. Attached are photos of the medical logs, dates of bruises, documentation of sedatives that increased after incidents. A timeline that looks innocuous on paper but damning when mapped against staff rotation schedules. He doesn't include his name. Uses a burner email account created 20 minutes ago. 3 recipients. Aurelian Kade's private email, found on a business card left on the office desk. The County Child Protective Services anonymous tip line. The Calderon Foundation's board of directors. His finger hovers over send. This will burn everything down. His job. His safety. Possibly his life if Aurelian decides he's a threat. He thinks about Teo's hollow eyes. About bruises hidden under expensive clothes. About systems that run smoothly because no one questions the oil. He clicks send. The confirmation appears. Email sent successfully. Bastien closes the laptop. His hands shake now, delayed fear. He walks back to his apartment. Doesn't sleep. At 6 a.m. his phone rings. Unknown number. He lets it go to voicemail. It rings again. He answers. This is Patricia Voss, Estate Management. Your services are no longer required. Your final payment will be processed within 3 business days. Do not return to the property. The line goes dead. Bastien sits on his bed, stares at the phone. He expected this, but it still hits like a fist to the chest. An hour later, his phone buzzes with a text from an unknown number. Thank you, T. Just 2 words. Bastien deletes it immediately, then wishes he hadn't. For 3 days, nothing happens. He finds temp work at a warehouse, moves boxes, keeps his head down. On the 4th day, his phone rings again. A different unknown number. Mr. Crowe? This is Investigator Mills with Child Protective Services. We need to speak with you about a report you filed. I didn't file anything. The email came from a library computer. We have security footage. You're visible in 3 frames. Bastien's throat goes dry. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Crowe, you're not in trouble. But we need your testimony. The documentation you provided is compelling but requires corroboration. I just cleaned rooms. You also photographed confidential medical records. We're opening a formal investigation. The child has been temporarily removed from the home pending evaluation. Bastien sits down hard. Removed. Standard protocol. We're interviewing all household staff, medical personnel, and family members. Your cooperation would be helpful but not required. Is he safe? Pause. He's in protective custody. That's all I can share. And Maribel Huxley? Also being interviewed, along with Dr. Cordero and the estate manager. What about his father? Mr. Kade is cooperating fully. She stops. He's asked to speak with you. No. He's not pressing charges for the photograph theft. He wants to meet. I said no. Mr. Crowe. Bastien hangs up. His phone rings again. He turns it off. 2 days later, someone knocks on his apartment door. He checks the peephole. Aurelian Kade stands in the hallway, alone, wearing jeans and a jacket instead of a suit. He looks smaller than he did in the estate. Tired. Bastien doesn't open the door. I know you're there, Aurelian says quietly. I just want to talk. We have nothing to discuss. Please. Something in the word, the way it cracks, makes Bastien unlock the door. He opens it 6 inches, keeps his body blocking the entrance. Aurelian doesn't try to push in, just stands there. They took my son, he says. I know. He's in a group facility. They won't tell me which one. I can't see him. Can't. His voice breaks. Bastien keeps his expression neutral. He's safe. You did this. Yes. You destroyed my family. No. I documented what was already happening. Aurelian's jaw tightens. For a moment, Bastien thinks he'll lash out, threaten, retaliate. Instead, the alpha says, I didn't know. You didn't ask. I trusted the system. I know. You said that. They stare at each other. The investigator showed me everything, Aurelian says. The pattern, the incidents that lined up with Maribel's schedule. The sedative increases. The staff rotations designed to prevent witnesses from staying long enough to see. He stops. Breathes. I read the medical logs. Really read them. The language was too perfect. Too consistent. Textbook, Bastien says. She weaponized care. And I signed off on it. Yes. Aurelian leans against the doorframe. CPS says I might not get him back. That I demonstrated benign neglect through deliberate ignorance. That I prioritized image over investigation. They're not wrong. I know. His voice is raw. I know. Silence stretches. Why did you do it? Aurelian asks. You could have just finished your rotation and left. I tried to. But I couldn't stop counting. Counting what? How many times she hurt him when no one was looking? Aurelian closes his eyes. How many? 7. At the party. 12 more over 8 months. That I could document. Jesus. It was never going to stop. Not unless someone forced the system to look. So you destroyed it? No. I just made it visible. Aurelian opens his eyes. They're red-rimmed. They're saying I might face charges. Criminal negligence. The foundation board is calling for my resignation. Everything I built was built on looking away. I love my son. I believe you. But love without action is just sentiment. The words land hard. Aurelian flinches. What do I do now? He asks. You cooperate. Testify. Against Maribel. Against Dr. Cordero. Against the systems that enabled this. They'll bury me. Maybe. But your son will know you chose him over everything else. It's too late. It's never too late to start telling the truth. Aurelian looks at him for a long moment. You're not afraid of me at all, are you? I'm afraid of everything. But I stopped letting fear make decisions. The alpha nods slowly. If I cooperate fully, if I testify against everyone involved, they might let me have supervised visits. Eventually. Eventually is better than never. Is it? Ask your son in 10 years. Aurelian exhales. I don't even know if he'll want to see me. That's his choice, not yours. Fair. He pushes off the doorframe. Thank you. For what? For being the only person who cared enough to destroy my life. Bastien almost smiles. You're welcome. Aurelian starts to walk away. Stops. Turns back. The investigator said you refused to testify. I sent the documentation. That's enough. They need corroboration. Witness accounts. They have the evidence. Evidence needs context. You saw things the photos don't show. Bastien shakes his head. I'm done. I did what I could. He asks about you. The words stop Bastien cold. What? Teo. The social worker said he asks if the cleaner who counted is okay. Bastien's chest tightens. He thinks you're in trouble because of him. Aurelian continues. He thinks. He stops. Please, testify. Not for me. For him. Bastien wants to say no. Wants to walk back into his apartment and lock the door. But he thinks about Teo's voice. You counted. I saw you counting. I'll think about it, he says finally. Thank you. Aurelian leaves. Bastien closes the door. Leans against it. His phone. Still off, sits on the counter. He knows what happens if he turns it on. More calls. More requests. More pulling him into a system that will chew him up and spit him out. But he also knows what happens if he doesn't. A boy will think he's been abandoned again. That the one person who saw will choose silence. Bastien turns on his phone. 17 missed calls. 12 voicemails. 6 texts. He opens the most recent voicemail. Mr. Crowe, this is Investigator Mills. We've been granted a court order to interview you. You can cooperate voluntarily or we can compel testimony. I strongly advise cooperation. Please call me back. Bastien saves the number. Then he sits on his bed and wonders what justice will cost this time. What happens when winning means everyone loses? The courtroom smells like floor polish and fear. Bastien sits in the witness waiting room, hands folded, counting cracks in the linoleum. 37 visible from this angle. He's been here 40 minutes. No one's told him when they'll call him. Across the hall, through a small window in the door, he can see the courtroom. Rows of wooden benches. A judge's stand. Lawyers shuffling papers. Teo isn't there. The social worker said children don't attend custody hearings. Too traumatic. But everyone else is. Bastien watches Maribel enter, flanked by 2 attorneys. She's wearing soft gray, modest, maternal. Her hair is pulled back. No jewelry except small pearl earrings. She looks like someone who volunteers at libraries. Dr. Cordero follows 10 minutes later. Navy suit, leather briefcase, confident stride. Then Aurelian, alone. No lawyers visible. He sits 3 rows back, hands clasped between his knees. The door to the waiting room opens. Mr. Crowe? They're ready. Bastien stands. His legs feel distant. The bailiff leads him through the courtroom. Every eye tracks him. He keeps his gaze forward. The witness stand is smaller than he expected. He sits, places his hand on the Bible, swears to tell the truth. The prosecutor is a woman in her 50s with silver hair and reading glasses on a chain. Mr. Crowe, can you state your employment with the Kade estate? I was a cleaner, contract through Apex Staffing. 2-week rotation. And during this rotation, you observed interactions between Maribel Huxley and the minor child? Yes. Can you describe what you witnessed on the night of October 14th? Bastien recounts the wine incident, the angle of his position, what he saw that the guests couldn't. Maribel's lawyer, a man with silver temples and an expensive watch, objects 3 times. Hearsay, speculation, lack of expertise. The judge overrules twice, sustains once. Bastien continues, describes the medical log, the pattern of staff rotations, the bruises that appeared and disappeared on schedules. And you photographed confidential medical documents without authorization? Maribel's lawyer asks during cross-examination. Yes, that's theft. It's documentation. You broke the law to support your accusations. I broke policy to protect a child. Convenient justification. Accurate one. The lawyer's jaw tightens. You were employed for only 2 weeks. How can you claim to understand the complexity of this child's medical needs? I don't claim medical expertise. I claim observation. Observation colored by what? Bias against wealthy families? Personal grievance. Observation colored by counting how many times a child flinched. Flinching isn't abuse. Flinching 7 times in 2 hours is. Murmurs ripple through the courtroom. The judge calls for order. Maribel's lawyer switches tactics. You're an Omega, correct? Bastien goes still. That's not relevant. It speaks to reliability. Omegas are known for emotional volatility. Objection. The prosecutor stands. Counsel is engaging in discriminatory profiling. Sustained. Move on, counselor. But the damage is done. The seed planted. Bastien sees a juror, older man, 3rd row, write something down. The testimony lasts 90 minutes. When it's over, Bastien steps down. His shirt is damp with sweat. In the hallway, he leans against the wall, closes his eyes. That was brave. He opens them. Aurelian stands 3 feet away. Don't, Bastien says. Don't what? Pretend we're on the same side. Aren't we? You're here because you have to be. I'm here because I chose to be. Aurelian absorbs this. Fair. They stand in silence. How's Teo? Bastien asks. I don't know. They won't let me see him. Won't even tell me where he's placed. That's protocol. It's torture. It's protection. Aurelian's face twists. From me. From everyone who failed him. Including you. The words are harsh. True. Aurelian doesn't argue. Just nods slowly. They're going to take him permanently, aren't they? He says quietly. I don't know. But you think so. Bastien hesitates. I think the system sees a father who looked away, and it doesn't trust that he'll look closer next time. Even if I testify? Even if I cooperate fully? Even then? Aurelian leans against the opposite wall. They mirror each other. Two men pressed against hard surfaces, held up by concrete. I'm testifying tomorrow, Aurelian says. Against Maribel. Against Dr. Cordero. Against the Foundation board members who approved the protocols. Good. They'll destroy me. Professionally. Socially. The syndicate will remove me from leadership. I know. And it won't bring him back. No. But it might protect the next child. Aurelian looks at him. Is that enough for you? It has to be. Does it? Bastien doesn't answer. A door opens down the hall. The prosecutor emerges with two colleagues. She sees Bastien and nods. Strong testimony, Mr. Crowe. Thank you. Will it matter? She pauses. In court? Maybe. In the world? Depends on what happens next. What happens next? Mr. Kade testifies. Then we see if the judge believes a father can change. She walks away. Bastien and Aurelian stand alone in the hallway. I should go, Bastien says. Where? Anywhere but here. Will you come back? For the verdict. Why would I? Because he'll ask if you were there. Bastien's throat tightens. You don't know that. I know my son. He counts too. He'll count who showed up. The words hit like a punch. Bastien walks away without responding. Outside the courthouse, the sky is gray. Rain threatens but doesn't fall. His phone buzzes. A text from Investigator Mills. CPS caseworker wants to arrange a meeting with you and the child. Supervised. Optional but recommended. Let me know. Bastien stares at the message. He thinks about Teo's voice. You counted. I saw you counting. He thinks about what it means to walk away now. He types a response. When does protecting someone mean losing them forever? The visitation center is painted yellow. Bastien sits in a room with plastic chairs and a table bolted to the floor. There are cameras in 3 corners. A two-way mirror on the far wall. He's been here 20 minutes when the door opens. Teo walks in slowly, holding a social worker's hand. He's wearing jeans and a sweatshirt, regular clothes, not the stiff suits from the estate. His hair is longer. He looks smaller somehow. Their eyes meet. Teo stops walking. The social worker, a young woman with kind eyes and a worn notebook, guides him to a chair. I'll be right outside, she says. 30 minutes. If you need anything, just wave at the mirror. She leaves. Bastien and Teo sit across from each other. Silence stretches. You came, Teo says finally. Yeah. I didn't think you would. Why not? Everyone leaves. Bastien's chest hurts. I'm not everyone. You left the estate. I was fired. Because of me. Because of what I chose to do. Teo looks at his hands. They took me away. I know. I'm in a group home. With 6 other kids. We share rooms. Share bathrooms. Are you safe? Teo nods slowly. No one hurts me here. But no one, he stops. It's different. Different how? No one knows me. I'm just another kid in a wheelchair. Another file. Bastien leans forward. That's not true. Isn't it? My dad can't see me. Maribel's gone. The house is gone. Everything I knew is gone. Everything that hurt you is gone too. But what's left? The question hangs between them. I don't know yet, Bastien says honestly. But it's yours. Whatever comes next, it's yours to build. I'm 8 years old. I can't build anything. You survived. That's building. Teo's eyes well up. He blinks hard, trying to stop it. I miss my room. I miss my books. I miss... His voice cracks. I miss my dad. I know. He didn't mean to. He didn't know. I know that too. Then why can't I see him? Because the system has to make sure. Has to be certain that what happened won't happen again. But it won't. He knows now. He'll watch closer. Maybe. But trust takes time to rebuild. How much time? I don't know. Teo wipes his eyes with his sleeve. The social worker says I might get adopted. by a different family. Bastien goes still. Do you want that? I don't know. I don't know what I want. He looks up. What did you want when you were my age? The question catches Bastien off guard. He thinks about foster homes, about learning to count exits before counting anything else, about surviving by becoming invisible. I wanted someone to notice, he says quietly. Notice what? That I was there. Teo studies him. You noticed me. Yeah. Why? Because I know what it's like to be counted wrong. What does that mean? It means people counted me as a problem, as temporary, as something to manage. But you counted me as someone who saw. Teo's face shifts. You count me different too. How? Like I matter. Even when I can't walk. Even when he stops. Even when I'm broken. You're not broken. My legs don't work. That's not the same as broken. Maribel said. Maribel was wrong about everything. Teo goes quiet. Then, do you hate her? Bastien considers this. No. Why not? She hurt me. I know. But hate doesn't fix anything. It just makes the hurt stay longer. Then what fixes it? Truth. Time. People who choose to show up. Like you. Like me. Like your dad if he does the work. What if he doesn't? Then you'll build something else. With people who earn the right to be in your life. Teo absorbs this. The social worker says I have to testify. In front of a judge. About what happened. Do you want to? I don't know. I'm scared. Of what? That they won't believe me. That they'll say I'm making it up. They'll believe you. How do you know? Because I do. And I'm not the only one. Teo looks at the mirror. She's listening right now. Writing things down. Probably. Does that bother you? No. We're not saying anything wrong. We're saying the truth. Exactly. Teo's hands grip the edge of the table. If I testify, if I tell them everything, what happens? Maribel loses. Dr. Cordero loses. The system that protected them gets questioned. And my dad, Bastien hesitates. He might lose too, but losing isn't always permanent. What if it is? Then you'll know you chose yourself. And that's not selfish. That's survival. Teo's eyes fill again. I don't want him to be alone. He won't be. Not forever. But right now he needs to be alone with what he allowed. That sounds mean. It's necessary. The door opens. The social worker steps in. 2 more minutes, she says gently. Teo looks at Bastien. Will you come back? After I testify. If you want me to. I want you to. Then I will. Promise. Bastien meets his eyes. I promise. Teo nods. Stands slowly with the social worker's help. At the door he turns back. You were right. About what? I do count who shows up. Then he's gone. Bastien sits alone in the yellow room. His hands are shaking. Outside, investigator Mills waits. That went well, she says. Did it? He's asking to testify now. Before, he refused. Because I told him to? Because you gave him a reason. There's a difference. Bastien walks to his car. The sky is still gray. Rain still threatens. His phone buzzes. Unknown number. He almost doesn't answer. Mr. Crowe? This is Aurelian Kade. Bastien stops walking. How did you get this number? I'm testifying in an hour. He pauses. I wanted you to know. Why? Because you should hear what I'm going to say. I don't need to. Please. Can you be there? Why does it matter? Because you're the only person who's been honest with me. And I need to know if what I'm about to do is enough. Bastien closes his eyes. It won't be. I know. But I need to start somewhere. Silence. I'll be there, Bastien says. Thank you. The line goes dead. Bastien gets in his car. Drives back to the courthouse. He doesn't know why he's going. Only that some choices aren't about knowing. They're about showing up anyway. What does accountability cost when everything's already lost? Aurelian Kade takes the stand at 2:15 p.m. The courtroom is fuller now. Reporters line the back row. The foundation's board members sit together, faces stiff. Maribel watches from her table, expression unreadable. Bastien sits in the last row, near the door. The prosecutor stands. Mr. Kade, can you describe your relationship with your son? I love him. Aurelian's voice is steady. But love isn't the same as presence. Can you elaborate? I was absent, physically and emotionally. I delegated his care to people I trusted without verifying that trust was earned. You trusted Ms. Huxley? Completely. She had credentials, experience, references. And Dr. Cordero? He came recommended by the Foundation's medical board. 15 years experience. Impeccable record. So you saw no reason to question their methods? Aurelian's jaw tightens. I saw reasons. I chose to ignore them. The courtroom shifts. Murmurs rise. Can you explain that? The prosecutor asks. My son flinched around Maribel. I noticed, but when I asked, she explained it as sensory sensitivity related to his condition. Dr. Cordero confirmed this. I accepted the explanation. Why? Because it was easier than investigating. Because challenging her meant admitting I didn't know my own son's needs. Because he stops, breathes. Because I built an empire by trusting systems. And I applied that same logic to my child. What changed? Someone refused to trust the system. Someone documented what I wouldn't see. The witness Bastien Crowe? Yes. Bastien's shoulders tense. And when you saw his documentation, I was angry, defensive. I wanted to believe he was wrong, that he'd misunderstood, that the system I'd built couldn't be weaponized. But the evidence didn't lie. The pattern was clear. The medical logs used language designed to obscure, not illuminate. Staff rotations prevented long-term observation. Sedatives increased after incidents to keep my son compliant. And you authorized these sedatives? I signed off on Dr. Cordero's recommendations without question. Without reading them? I read them, but I didn't ask what they meant. I trusted the translation. The prosecutor nods. Mr. Kade, do you believe your fiancée abused your son? Silence. Aurelian looks at Maribel. She stares back, face carefully neutral. Yes, he says. I believe she used her position and credentials to harm him systematically. And I believe the systems I put in place enabled her to do it safely. Objection. Maribel's lawyer stands. The witness is speculating. I'm confessing. Aurelian cuts in. Not speculating. The judge leans forward. Continue, Mr. Kade. I didn't abuse my son, but I allowed abuse through negligence, through willful blindness, through prioritizing reputation over investigation. I am complicit, and I'm testifying to that complicity. The courtroom erupts. The judge calls for order. Maribel's lawyer begins cross-examination. Mr. Kade, you're aware this testimony damages your custody case? Yes. You're aware it could lead to criminal charges? Yes. Then why testify this way? Because my son deserves the truth. Even if it destroys me. Convenient redemption narrative. It's not redemption. It's accountability. And you expect the court to believe this sudden change of heart? I don't expect anything. I'm stating facts. Facts that conveniently shift blame to your former fiancé while painting yourself as a reformed figure? Facts that include my failure, my guilt, my responsibility. The lawyer paces. If you're so guilty, why should you ever see your son again? Aurelian goes still. The question hangs. I don't know if I should, he says finally. That's not my decision. It's his, and the court's, and time's. That's not an answer. It's the only honest one I have. The cross-examination continues for 30 minutes. The lawyer tries every angle. Inconsistency, ulterior motive, self-preservation disguised as honesty. Aurelian doesn't waver. When it's over, he steps down. The judge calls a recess. Bastien slips out before the crowd moves. In the hallway, he leans against the wall, breathing slow. Footsteps approach. Aurelian stops beside him. Was it enough? The Alpha asks. I don't know. But was it true? Yes. Aurelian nods. That'll have to be enough then. They stand in silence. They're going to rule soon, Aurelian says. Days, not weeks. The prosecutor said the judge wants this resolved quickly. And then I find out if honesty buys anything, or if some losses are just permanent. Most are. I know. Bastien looks at him. What will you do after? I don't know. The syndicate already removed me from leadership. The foundation's dissolving. My assets are frozen pending investigation. So you'll have nothing. I'll have the truth, for whatever that's worth. It's worth more than you think. Is it? Ask your son in 10 years. Aurelian almost smiles. You said that before. It's still true. A door opens. The prosecutor emerges. Mr. Kade? The judge wants to see you in chambers. Aurelian straightens, looks at Bastien. If I don't get him back, will you still visit him? If he wants me to. He will. Then yes. Thank you. Aurelian follows the prosecutor. Bastien watches him go. His phone buzzes. A text from Investigator Mills. Ruling expected tomorrow. 10 a.m. Thought you'd want to know. Bastien pockets the phone. Tomorrow, then. Tomorrow someone decides if truth repairs or just reveals. He walks to his car. Rain finally falls, light, cold, steady. He drives back to his apartment. Makes coffee he doesn't drink. Stares at the wall. At midnight his phone rings. Teo's social worker. Mr. Crowe? Teo wanted me to call. He's asking if you'll be there tomorrow. For the ruling. Yes. He wanted to make sure. Tell him I'll be there. I will. Thank you. The line goes dead. Bastien sets the phone down. Tomorrow a judge decides if a father who admitted everything deserves a chance. Tomorrow a boy learns if the system that removed him will return him. Tomorrow Bastien finds out if destruction leads to rebuilding, or just to rubble. When the verdict comes, does anyone really win? The judge enters at 10:03 a.m. Everyone rises. The courtroom feels smaller today, tighter, the air thick with waiting. Bastien sits in the same back row. Aurelian sits alone, 3 rows ahead. Maribel flanked by her lawyers on the opposite side. Teo isn't here. Children don't attend rulings either. The judge, a woman in her 60s with steel gray hair and tired eyes, settles into her seat. Be seated. Everyone sits. She opens a folder. Doesn't look up immediately. The silence stretches. I've reviewed all testimony, she begins. All documentation. All expert evaluations. This case presents a question not of malice, but of architecture. Bastien leans forward. Ms. Huxley, you are hereby found guilty of child endangerment through systemic abuse. You will face criminal charges separately. Your pediatric care license is revoked pending further investigation. Maribel's face stays blank. Her lawyers write quickly. Dr. Cordero, you are found negligent in your professional oversight. Your medical license will be reviewed by the state board. You are barred from treating minors pending that review. The doctor shifts but doesn't speak. Mr. Kade. The judge looks directly at Aurelian. Your testimony was notable for its honesty, also for its devastation. Aurelian doesn't move. You admitted complicity. You acknowledged systemic failure. You demonstrated awareness of how your absence created conditions for harm. Yes, Your Honor. That awareness does not erase harm. It does not guarantee prevention of future harm. And it does not entitle you to immediate restoration of custody. Aurelian's shoulders sag. However, the judge pauses. The minor child has expressed a desire to maintain contact with you. His therapist reports this desire is genuine, not coerced. And his current placement, while safe, is temporary and insufficient for long-term development. Hope flickers across Aurelian's face. I am ordering the following. Custody remains with the state for a minimum of 6 months. During this time, Mr. Kade, you will undergo mandatory therapy focused on parental responsibility and systemic awareness. You will complete a parenting course designed for caregivers of children with disabilities and trauma histories. You will attend supervised visitations weekly, increasing to bi-weekly if progress is demonstrated. Aurelian nods rapidly. At the 6-month mark, this court will reconvene. If you have demonstrated sustained commitment, understanding, and behavioral change, we will discuss partial custody restoration. If not, permanent alternative placement will be pursued. I understand, Your Honor. Do you? Because understanding and executing are different things. And your son has already lived through one man's understanding without action. I know. I'll do the work. See that you do. She closes the folder. This court is adjourned. The gavel falls. People stand. Conversations erupt. Maribel's lawyers huddle. Reporters push toward the door. Bastien stays seated. He watches Aurelian sit motionless, hands pressed against his face. The alpha is crying. Silently, shoulders shaking, Bastien stands, walks toward the exit. In the hallway, investigator Mills intercepts him. The ruling was fair, she says. Was it? You wanted more? I wanted Teo to go home. He can't. Not yet. The home needs to be different first. What if it never is? Then he'll build a new one, with people who earn it. Bastien nods slowly. He wants to see you, Mills says. This afternoon. The social worker will arrange it. Okay. And Mr. Crowe? What you did? Documenting, testifying, showing up, that changed the outcome. The judge cited your evidence in her decision. Did it help him? It gave him options. That's more than he had before. Mills walks away. Bastien steps outside. The rain has stopped. The sky is still gray but breaking. His phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Thank you. Okay. Bastien stares at it. Doesn't respond. Another text arrives. I know I don't deserve him, but I'll spend the rest of my life trying to. Okay. Bastien types a response. Don't tell me. Tell him. He sends it. Then he drives to the visitation center. Teo is waiting in the yellow room when Bastien arrives. The boy looks up. Did you hear? Yes. I'm staying in the group home. For now. For 6 months. Maybe longer. Bastien sits across from him. How do you feel about that? Teo shrugs. I don't know. The home is okay. But it's not. He stops. It's not mine. What would make it yours? Knowing I can leave. Knowing it's temporary. Knowing something else is coming. Something else is coming. Is it my dad? Maybe. If he does the work. What if he doesn't? Then you'll still have options. People. A life. Teo's eyes fill. I don't want options. I want my dad. I want to go home. I know. Then why can't I? Because home has to be safe first. Really safe. Not just safe on paper. When will that be? When he proves he's ready. And when you feel ready to trust him. Teo wipes his eyes. Will you still visit me? While I'm waiting. If you want. I want. Then I will. Teo nods. The social worker says I'm starting school next week. Regular school. Not tutors. How do you feel about that? Scared. Excited. Mostly scared. That's normal. Will kids be mean? Some might be. Because of my wheelchair? Because some people are mean. It's not about you. Teo absorbs this. You're always honest. Even when it's hard to hear. Would you want me to lie? No. He pauses. But sometimes I wish the truth was easier. Me too. They sit quietly. My dad sent me a letter, Teo says. The social worker read it to me. What did it say? That he's sorry. That he's going to do better. That he loves me. Do you believe him? I don't know. I want to. Then believe that he wants to change. And see if his actions match his words. What if they don't? Then you'll know. And knowing is better than guessing. Teo nods slowly. You're good at this. At what? Not making me feel stupid for being scared. You're not stupid. You're careful. There's a difference. The social worker knocks on the door. 5 more minutes. Teo looks at Bastien. When you leave, do you think about me? The question lands heavy. Yes, Bastien says. Good, because I think about you too. What do you think? That you're the first person who saw me. Not my wheelchair. Not my condition. Just me. Bastien's throat tightens. You're easy to see. No one else thought so. Then they weren't looking. Teo smiles. Small but real. The door opens. The social worker steps in. Time, she says gently. Teo stands with her help. At the door, he turns back. Next week? He asks. Next week, Bastien confirms. Then the boy is gone. Bastien sits alone in the yellow room. Outside, the sky clears. Sun breaks through gray. His phone buzzes. A text from Mills. You're listed as an approved visitor. Indefinitely. Thought you should know. Bastien stares at the message. He didn't ask for this. Didn't plan for it. But here it is anyway. A boy who counts him present. A future shaped by showing up. He stands. Walks to his car. He doesn't know what happens next for Teo. Or for Aurelian. Or even for himself. But he knows one thing. Some losses aren't endings. There's space for something new to grow. What does home look like when you build it from honesty instead of protection? 3 years pass slowly, then all at once. Bastien sits in the yellow room. Repainted now, a softer shade, less institutional, waiting. It's become familiar. Every Tuesday at 4, sometimes Thursdays too. The door opens. Teo walks in alone. No social worker. No wheelchair. He uses forearm crutches now. Mobility improved through years of physical therapy Aurelian funds privately. His gait is careful but independent. He's 11. Taller. Face sharper. Eyes less hollow. You're late, Teo says, grinning. Traffic. Liar. You're always early. Bastien smiles. Caught me. Teo sets his crutches against the table. Guess what? What? Dad's therapist says he's ready for unsupervised visits. Starting next month. How do you feel about that? Good. Nervous. Both. That's reasonable. He's different now. Slower. Asks more questions. Listens to answers. That's progress. Yeah. Teo pauses. He talks about you sometimes. Does he? Says you taught him the difference between love and responsibility. I didn't teach him anything. He learned it himself. He says you held up a mirror. Bastien shifts. Mirrors just show what's there. Exactly. They sit quietly. Comfortable silence. I'm moving in with him, Teo says. Partial custody approved last week. 3 days a week at first. Then we'll see. Bastien's chest tightens. That's good. You don't sound sure. I am. He stops. I'll miss Tuesdays. Teo's face softens. We can still do Tuesdays. If you want. You'll be busy. New schedule. New routines. So, you're part of my routine now. The words hit harder than expected. Besides, Teo continues. Dad wants to meet you. Like actually meet you. Not just courthouse hallways. I don't think that's a good idea. Why not? Because some things are better left alone. Or some things are better faced. Bastien looks at him. When did you get so smart? I've always been smart. People just didn't notice. I noticed. I know. That's why I'm still here. Teo pulls something from his backpack. A folded piece of paper. I wrote something, he says. For school. We had to write about someone who changed our life. He slides it across the table. Bastien unfolds it. The title reads, The Man Who Counted. He reads slowly. It's about a cleaner who noticed things, who didn't look away, who chose truth over safety. It's about Bastien. His vision blurs. You okay? Teo asks. Yeah. You're crying. No, I'm not. Liar. Bastien laughs. Wipes his eyes. It's good. Really good. I got an A. You deserved it. The teacher wants to know if you'll come talk to the class. About like standing up for what's right. That kind of thing. I'm not a speaker. You don't have to be. Just tell them what you told me. Which is that counting who shows up matters. That seeing people is a choice. That Teo's voice wavers. That being temporary doesn't mean being insignificant. Bastien folds the paper carefully. I'll think about it. That means yes. That means I'll think about it. Teo grins. Same thing. The social worker appears at the door, not to supervise anymore, just to check in. She smiles when she sees them. Wrapping up. 5 more minutes? Teo asks. She nods and disappears. Teo leans forward. There's something else. What? Maribel's trial finally happened. Dad testified again. So did Dr. Cordero against her, he got immunity for cooperating. Bastien's jaw tightens. And guilty. All counts. She's going to prison. 7 years. How do you feel about that? Teo considers this. Empty. Like I thought I'd feel something big. Relief or anger or happiness. But I just feel empty. That's normal. Justice doesn't always feel the way we think it should. Does it get better? The emptiness? Yeah. Eventually, when you fill it with other things. Better things. Teo nods slowly. I'm starting a new therapy. Group sessions with other kids who've been through stuff. The therapist thinks it'll help. Will you go? I think so. The scary but, he pauses. But I'm tired of being alone with it. That's brave. You say that a lot. Because it's true a lot. The social worker returns. Time, guys. Teo stands. Gathers his crutches. At the door he stops. Next Tuesday? He asks. Next Tuesday, Bastien confirms. And you'll think about the school thing? I'll think about it. Good. Teo hesitates. Bastien. Yeah. Thank you. For not giving up on me. I didn't do anything special. You showed up. That's everything. Then he's gone. Bastien sits alone. The yellow room feels different now. Less like a waiting place. More like a beginning. His phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. This is Aurelian Kade. Teo gave me your number. I'd like to meet. To thank you properly. No pressure. Just coffee. If you're willing. Bastien stares at the message. 3 years ago, he destroyed this man's life. Tore apart his family. Exposed his failures. And now that same man wants to thank him. He types a response. Thursday, 2 p.m. The cafe on 5th Street. Sends it before he can reconsider. The response comes immediately. I'll be there. Thank you. Bastien pockets his phone. Walks to his car. The sky is clear today. No rain. No gray. Thursday arrives faster than expected. Bastien sits at a corner table in the cafe, watching the door. His coffee grows cold. At 2:03 p.m., Aurelian walks in. He looks different. Thinner. Gray at the temples now. Lines around his eyes that weren't there before. He's wearing jeans and a simple jacket, nothing expensive, nothing tailored. He looks like someone who's been taken apart and put back together differently. Their eyes meet. Aurelian approaches slowly. Sits without asking. For 30 seconds, neither speaks. Thank you for coming, Aurelian says finally. You're paying for coffee. A small smile. Fair enough. They order. The barista brings 2 cups. Still neither drinks. I've wanted to do this for 3 years, Aurelian says. Wanted to thank you. To apologize. He stops. To explain. You don't owe me explanations. I owe you everything. You saved my son. I documented what was happening. The system saved him. The system would have kept protecting itself if you hadn't forced it to look. Bastien doesn't respond. Aurelian leans back. I lost everything. The syndicate. The foundation. Most of my assets. My reputation. People I thought were friends won't return my calls. I know. And I deserved it. All of it. I know that too. But I got something back. Something I didn't deserve. What? A chance. To be his father. Really be his father. Not just the man who signs checks and shows up at events. Bastien sips his coffee. It's bitter. He drinks it anyway. He talks about you constantly. Aurelian continues. The man who counted, who noticed, who cared enough to risk everything. I risked a 2-week cleaning job. You risked your entire life. Only after you showed me I had to. Only after you held up that mirror. Teo said the same thing. He's smart. Gets it from his mother. They fall silent. I'm different now, Aurelian says quietly. Therapy, parenting classes, support groups for parents of kids with disabilities. I attend all of it. Do the work. Ask the questions I was too afraid to ask before. Good. But I'm terrified every day that I'll fail him again. That I'll miss something. That I'll trust the wrong person or believe the wrong explanation or... That's called being present. Fear means you're paying attention now. Aurelian exhales slowly. He wants you to keep visiting, even after he moves in with me. I know. He told me. I want that too. Bastien looks up sharply. Why? Because you see him, the real him, not the kid in the wheelchair or the victim or the medical case file. You see Teo. So do you now. I'm learning to, but I need people around him who already know how. People who won't let me slip back into old patterns. You want me to watch you? I want you to be part of his life, however that looks. Bastien sets down his cup. I'm not family. I'm not a friend. I was just a cleaner who changed everything, who gave him someone who counted him as matching, who showed up every Tuesday for 3 years even though you didn't have to. He needed someone. He needs you, and so do I. The words hang between them. I don't know how to do this, Bastien admits. Do what? Be whatever this is. I've spent my whole life being temporary, rotating out before anyone notices. I don't know how to stay. Neither do I. I thought I was staying and I was just watching from a distance. We're both learning. Bastien looks at his hands, counts the scars. 37 visible. Each one a story of survival. Teo wants me to speak at his school, he says. Are you going to? I don't know. Public speaking isn't. It's not about speaking. It's about showing up. You're good at that. I'm good at cleaning rooms and staying invisible. You stopped being invisible the moment you decided to count. Bastien meets his eyes. If I do this, if I stay in his life, you can't fail him again. Because I won't look away twice. I know. I'll document. I'll report. I'll burn it all down again if I have to. I'm counting on it. Aurelian's voice is steady. I need someone who won't let me get comfortable, who won't let the system rebuild around my blind spots. That's a lot of pressure. It's accountability. I should have had it all along. They sit quietly. The cafe fills with afternoon customers. Conversations hum around them. Thursday at 2 p.m., Aurelian says. Coffee, just like this, if you're willing. Why? Because I need to practice asking for help. And you need to practice being someone who stays. Bastien considers this. 1 month at a time. Fair enough. They shake hands. The grip is firm. Equal. Outside, the sun is setting. Gold light cuts through buildings. Bastien walks to his car. His phone buzzes. A text from Teo. Did you meet him? Bastien types back. Yes. And we're figuring it out. Good. That's all I wanted. Another text arrives. Also, you're coming to my school next week. The teacher already confirmed. No backing out. Bastien laughs. Types a response. You're pushy. I learned from the best. Bastien pockets his phone. Drives home through evening traffic. His apartment is still small. Still temporary. But it feels different now. Like maybe temporary doesn't mean meaningless. Like maybe staying is a choice you make every day. The next Tuesday, Bastien arrives at the visitation center early. He always does. Teo is already there, sitting at their usual table. He's got a backpack and a nervous energy. I have something for you, the boy says. He pulls out a small notebook, hands it to Bastien. What's this? I've been keeping track. Like you taught me. Of good things. Things that matter. People who show up. Bastien opens it. Page after page of careful handwriting. Dates. Names. Small moments that added up to healing. His own name appears dozens of times. Tuesday. Bastien listened when I was angry. Thursday. Bastien didn't try to fix it. Just sat with me. Tuesday. Bastien said being scared is okay. His throat tightens. You taught me that counting matters, Teo says. So I'm counting. The good stuff this time. This is... Bastien's voice cracks. This is incredible. It helps. When things get hard, I look back and remember, I'm not alone. I never was. I just couldn't see it before. You're not alone, Bastien confirms. Neither are you. The words land soft but certain. They sit together, talking about school, about Teo's move next week, about the little things that make life feel possible again. When their hour ends, Teo stands. Next Tuesday, he asks. Always, Bastien says. And he means it. 6 months later, Bastien stands at the front of a classroom. 30 kids stare at him. Teo sits in the third row, grinning. The teacher introduces him. This is Mr. Crowe. He's here to talk about making a difference. Bastien clears his throat. His hands shake slightly. I'm not good at speeches, he begins, but I'm good at counting. And I want to tell you why that matters. He tells them about patterns, about paying attention, about how small acts of noticing can change everything. He doesn't mention names or details, just the principle. Someone I know once told me that I count who shows up, he says. And that made me realize we all count something. We count failures or successes, losses or wins, what hurts us or what helps us. He looks at Teo. The boy nods. But the most important thing we can count is who stays, who notices, who cares enough to act when it's easier not to. A hand goes up. A girl in the front row. But what if you're scared? She asks. What if doing the right thing means losing everything? Bastien considers this. Then you count the cost. And you decide if staying silent costs more. And if it does, then you act anyway, because some things matter more than safety. Another hand. A boy near the window. Did you lose everything? Almost. Was it worth it? Bastien looks at Teo, at the boy who survived, who's learning to trust again, who built a life from ruins. Yes, he says. It was worth everything. The class ends. Kids file out. Some stop to thank him. Others just nod. Teo waits until the room empties. You did good, he says. You think so? I know so. You told them the truth. The truth isn't always inspiring. It is when it comes from someone who lived it. They walk out together. Aurelian waits in the hallway, here to pick up his son. He sees Bastien and nods. How'd it go? He was perfect, Teo says. I stumbled through it. Same thing. They all walk to the parking lot together. Aurelian and Teo head to their car. Bastien to his. But before he leaves, Teo runs back. Hey, the boy says. Thursday dinner at our place. Dad's cooking. You should come. I don't want to intrude. You're not intruding. You're invited. There's a difference. Bastien hesitates, then nods. Okay. Good. Teo grins. Also, Dad's cooking is terrible. So bring pizza just in case. Bastien laughs. Deal. He watches them drive away. Father and son. Together. Healing. And he realizes something. He stopped counting exits a long time ago. Now he counts arrivals. People who stay. Moments that matter. Tuesdays that turn into Thursdays that turn into family dinners. He drives home. The sun sets behind him. Ahead, the road stretches clear. His phone buzzes. A text from an unknown number. Mr. Crowe, this is Sarah Mills, Investigator Mills's daughter. She told me about what you did. I'm working on a documentary about people who fight systemic abuse. Would you be willing to share your story? Bastien stares at the message. Another choice. Another chance to speak up. He thinks about Teo. about other kids in other houses with other Maribels, about systems that protect themselves unless someone forces them not to. He types a response. Let me think about it. Then adds, actually, yes. When can we talk? He sends it, because some patterns need breaking. Some silences need ending. Some stories need telling. And Bastien's learned one thing in these 3 years. Showing up isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Again, and again, and again, until temporary becomes permanent. Until counting becomes caring. Until strangers become family. And that's where their story continues, not ending, just beginning again. But this isn't the end of stories like these. There are more voices waiting to be heard. More people learning to count what matters. More moments where someone chooses to see when everyone else looks away. If the story moved you, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you never miss another story that inspires, that challenges, that reminds us why showing up matters. And in the comments below, tell us, who counted you when you needed it most? Who showed up when everyone else walked away? Share your story. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Because that's what we do here. We share stories that matter. Stories that remind us we're not alone. Stories that prove one person noticing can change everything. See you in the next one. Same time, same place. Keep counting what matters. Keep showing up. Keep being the person who sees.